Welcome to Central Women's Podcast and YouTube channel. My name is Cassandra and I'm here with Debbie and Christine. And we have been talking the last couple episodes about questions, and it's been from small talk to real talk is what we're discussing. So if you missed the last two podcasts or YouTube channels, I suggest you go back and listen to those, because then you'll catch up on what we're doing. And today, right now, we're going to do... What are we doing?
Okay.
Debbie,
I'm scared.
I'm a little nervous. I am sweating just a little bit, but we're going to do this and it's going to be great.
Yes. If you know Debbie, she has to have fun all the time.
Yes.
So
Gonna have a little role play.
Yes.
But first
Okay.
of all, Christine, tell us in episode 1 basically what
We'll
episode
recap.
1 was.
Okay, yeah, so episode 1, we talked about the questions that Jesus asked in Scripture and God. And there's so many different levels and types of questions, but we really zeroed in on relational questions. How to deepen your relationship with others and with the Lord. So the importance of that.
Yes.
Good.
And then
In the
episode
episode 2, and in the show notes you will find some notes. We talked about, are you an illuminator or a diminisher?
Yes.
Do you elevate people when you're talking to them, or do you have yeah. And what levels of questions do you most frequently ask? We want you to ask yourself that, because we all need to get better in that area. There are 4 levels, and there's often a greeting that's just it's not expecting an answer.
That's level 1, right?
That's level 1.
Okay.
Level 2 is asking just a simple fact question.
Okay.
Level 3 is asking to learn something new or interesting. And level 4 is a question for deeper thought or reflection, or how it's going to change you and learning from. So, and we also talked about being a support responder rather than a shift responder. When somebody says something, you lean in, you ask them more questions. Oh, wow. Rather than, hey, I did that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's about you. So we covered that in the last episode.
Yeah. That's changing the topic and turning it all focused on you and not focusing and illuminating them.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So we covered all of those, and then we had some actual examples of that. But I'm going to list some pretty good questions to think about. Okay. And then we're going to come up with a role play thing that we have not practiced. Okay?
We'll see.
So we'll see. Okay.
real time.
So one of the questions I love to ask somebody is like, what fun thing do you have coming up? Like when saying goodbye to somebody, what fun thing do you have coming up this week? First of all, I really want to know. It's genuine. I love fun, and let's hear about it. And who doesn't want to tell about fun?
Oh, I love sharing about fun. I'm going to Disneyland this weekend. In case anyone's wondering.
Yes! What fun thing do you have going to the happy place? That's huge.
Yes.
Okay, so good questions to ask. Not a right off the bat.
Right.
What are you passionate about? What do you see yourself doing in 5 years or 10 years? Or it's simple. Maybe there's a lower level one, but what's been the highlight of your day so far? What would you have warned your 20-year-old self about it? Knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
What's exciting you lately?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's exciting you lately, Christine?
What's exciting me?
Yeah.
Well, actually, my husband and I are playing more pickleball.
Yes!
Trying to get better at pickleball. Yes.
Good.
We just actually went out this morning. And he's a really good athlete and played tennis, so he's kind of coaching me, and I'm allowing him to. So I have told myself it's been a choice. He really, I'm allowing him to, and I'm really having a good time. And then I'm thinking we'll sign up, to play in a league next year.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, I'm excited about
that's
that.
Great.
Yeah.
I love that.
I know
That's
you
great.
do. I know.
Oh my gosh, that excites me. Okay. Or how are you different today because someone has inspired you? Or if you had a day of absolutely no responsibilities whatsoever, you could pick anything you wanted to do, what would that day look like?
Yeah.
So anyway, those are questions to think about. Sometimes we're in a hurry, we gotta get her done.
Yeah.
We just, Let's role play. So we've been learning about being an illuminator, not a diminisher,
Yeah.
the support responder. We've been learning about levels, even with the ocean. If you go to episode 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. So what scenario are we using?
I think a really good scenario would be something really practical. Maybe you have a neighbor who you just say hi to or you wave to. I know of a few neighbors like that. And how can you take that neighborhood, like how can you be closer to your neighbor and ask deeper questions with your neighbor and level up your questions? So you probably just do a lot of level 1s with your neighbor. So how do you go to like a level 2 question with your neighbor?
Okay, the garage door goes up.
Yeah.
You don't know your neighbor very well, and you have a choice. And what are you going to say?
Yeah. I would say like a level 2 question would be something if you notice that they have a dog out there. Like, oh, I notice you're walking. What is your dog's name? Why did you choose? Do you enjoy taking your dog out for walks?
Okay.
Would that be level 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm learning, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even something, and this just came to my mind. Our neighbor was fixing something went wrong with their water heater, and so I said, "We just had an issue with our water heater. What happened with your water heater?" And so then we were able to have a discussion about our homes because they were built obviously at the same time,
Right.
and
Right.
that went into a deeper conversation. And I brought my husband out, and they had a conversation about water heaters. I don't know.
Water heater.
Right.
They enjoyed the conversation immensely.
You never know.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
But
That's
but
great.
through that, when John came back in the house, he like, oh yeah, did you know? And he knew all about their family and was able to give me. They got to know each other better. So
That's
I thought that was
great.
great. Yeah,
That's
over
great.
a water heater.
Yeah, that was the
A water
icebreaker.
heater.
Yeah.
And if there was a dog, and you have dogs,
Yeah.
so maybe a good question to ask you as a new neighbor would be, oh, why did you choose this breed?
Oh, yeah.
And so, do you
Yeah.
does he bring you joy? What's his name?
Right.
Okay, give me a name.
We have Kai and Maya.
Kai and Maya, do they just bring you such joy? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite things to do
What are
with your
some of
dogs?
your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. What are some of your favorite things to do with your dogs? What are they?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Maya, she's an Australian Shepherd and Border Collie, and she is faster than I'll get out. Throwing the frisbee and watching her jump, like,
Oh gosh.
I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord, you created this dog to be simply amazing. Every time we watch her, we're just in amazement. So watching them play is a real joy, and seeing that, yeah.
So, did you see her come to life? She's just like, she was just
Lit up.
excited about
Yeah.
Kai and Maya.
yes.
Just like, oh wow,
Yeah.
And do you learn from them? I mean, have they changed your lives?
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you know what I could have said to be a diminisher? Oh, I had a dog once, and
Yep, and go on about
or
your
I have a dog
dog.
right now, and my dog does this, and all of a sudden, it's not about Christine's joy of having these neat dogs that she's talking about. The neighbor talk goes
Yeah.
down the tubes because I'm diminishing her by saying I want to tell my story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Where could we go with this?
Another one I think for me, I always think about with your kids, because we talked about that a little bit last time, is not asking them, oh, how was your day? Because you know what they're going to say. Fine.
Yeah.
Close-ended,
It's-
not open-ended.
They're not going to say anything else. But when you ask them a question like, what made you laugh today? Or
Yeah.
how did that project go that you were working on really late last night? Were you able to turn that in on time? And how was, what was in the cafeteria for lunch today? How was that?
Yeah.
Or just asking,
Or what did you struggle with today?
what did you struggle with?
that you
Who
can
made you
share?
laugh?
Yeah, who made you laugh?
bothered you? Who annoyed you today?
Yeah, exactly.
Did anything annoy you? I'm sure there was
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And just,
and why, and asking the why.
asking the why,
and-
listening.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you respond? And did you learn anything from it? And, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing? We're going deeper. We're taking small talk to real talk. And you can't always go to level 4. Okay, ask me this question.
Yeah. What do you want me to ask you?
This one.
Okay.
Your glasses on?
I do. I can read it.
That happened to us once.
She's the youngest one, but we still have to give her a hard time about
Okay.
that.
What skill or personality traits do you possess that few people know you have?
You don't know I have this.
Tell me.
Yeah. I can whistle louder than anybody on this street by calling the dog or my kids.
Really?
I raised boys. Oh, yeah. As you leave
can
today,
do
I'll
that.
do it for you.
Okay.
I
You might hurt the sound of the camera.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do that.
Okay, yeah.
No way. But
You do that? Like with your fingers? Or just...
with my fingers. Yes.
Wow,
But
okay.
the reason why I say that
Uh-huh.
is because that question is really good. And it brings kind of fun and it develops a deeper, relation. That's not the normal thing that you ask somebody.
But still, yes.
So one thing you can do with your kids too is highs and lows at dinner table.
Yes, and there's so many different ways to do that.
Yeah.
For depending on the age group of
Okay.
but
Tell
whatever.
us. You're the expert. You're the
I am not the
Children's
expert,
ministry
but there's just a lot of books out there. They have like whatever you decide as a family, like what cute names you want to use. You can use those names, like what was the red zinger in your day, which is like something bad, or what was your yellow sun, which is something bright. Like there's a million different ways you can say it, but really you're asking what was the high, what is something or unexpected, and what like came out of you that like, oh, that wasn't great, or what just brought you down or made you sad. Like,
yes.
yeah.
And why do you feel that way? And what are you going to do about this next time when you're confronted
asking
by Johnny
the follow-up
didn't,
questions.
that you were chosen last on the team out of everybody?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? How are you going to be different with others?
And a lot of times when you've done this for a while, you'll get the lows will be like a real honest one. So when your child is sharing like a real honest low, we want to fix it as parents. And it's not, I mean, there are some extreme cases, like if there's like extreme bullying, like there's some like where you need to get involved. But most of the time, you just need to sit with them in their feelings, whatever it is they're feeling, and say, oh, why do you think that? Yeah, that would make me feel that way too.
Yeah. And then what develops this is future conversation the next day, like, asking questions about going from this problem.
Yes.
And also praying with your child before going to bed,
Yes.
because now you know.
Yes.
If you wouldn't have asked that question.
Yes.
Some people
Always
have a
follow up
jar
with
with like sticks, like popsicle sticks with questions on them.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a board
that works.
near the table.
Yeah.
All these.
There's lots of different ways. If you
Yeah.
ever see me around, I can give you like a million of them. Yeah, there's lots of different ways. Or you could just look it up. Just ask ChatGPT.
Yeah. and to go, like, if this is something new, to really be patient with it, because all of a sudden you can't just ask a level 4 question of your teenager. They're gonna be like,
No,
"What's
you need to
going
start with
on?"
level 1,
So-
do some level 2, and kind
So
of
just
ease
kind of
your
build
way
it up.
into
Yeah.
it. And they'll actually follow their notes, because they'll start asking you questions, and you need to allow them to ask you questions. Like if they ask you your high and your low, they will know you're not being honest.
Yeah.
Oh, my low was, I didn't get to finish my lunch. No, that's not a real low.
Yep.
And then they're not going to want to share. So to actually be open at an age appropriate level,
Yeah,
of course,
role model, yeah.
but to be honest with them, and they'll know that this is a safe place where they can be honest as well.
And I like your idea of the stick. So, Ron and I have been married 38 years. And so what we got ourselves for Christmas is a little box of questions. Because it's like
love
we
that.
kind of ran out of like questions to ask. We raised the kids
Yeah.
for careers, and so it's like, okay, what do we ask each other now? And so so every morning at breakfast we'll pull out a question.
Love it.
So it's very helpful, and they have so many different tools and resources for that as well.
They do.
So
There's
it
a lot.
becomes like not so stressful to what am I going to
Yes.
ask? What
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was out to dinner with my son and his wife and their kids, and grandma was visiting. So we were out in a restaurant, and my son pulls out this thing. Is okay. Give me a number between 1 and 20, and then that person. Okay, this is the question.
Oh yeah.
And but while we were waiting, after we ordered, everybody, and then it was, they were really good questions.
I love that.
Really good questions. The kids aren't real little. It was, we had some really great conversations about that.
Yeah.
So the whole issue here, the whole thing here, we're trying to go deeper in community with, and our thing here is with women.
Yes.
We need women. We don't want to just be the hi, how you doing, and just move on type person. So,
Yeah.
in fact, so I know you gals really well. We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And Christine, your sister, had an accident and a horse rolled over on her, and she's been in rehab. And a few weeks ago, one of the first things I asked her when she came was, "How are you doing with processing about it, and how you feel about how you can help your sister? Not just how is your sister doing, which I did ask,
Yes.
but how are you processing?"
Yeah.
And your daughter had a skating accident, and so it's
guys.
like, how are you doing with it? And
Yeah.
it's like, what can we do to help or pray, or we need to go deeper with each other.
Yeah, and also I appreciated when you asked, like, because yes, I went and spent some time with her as she was recovering from surgery, but some people ask, like, well, why did you need to be there that long? It's like, thanks for actually asking a question that was not diminishing of me.
That was
and
level
not,
0 question.
That was a level 0 question. Now, yes, that was a
Why
level
were
0
you there
question.
that long?
Oh, because my daughter
Zero
had
question
surgery.
is when it's really
Okay.
a basement question.
Yeah.
Yes. But listening and caring and like really wanting to know how I was processing.
Yep.
And I asking a question without judgment is
Right.
what I should say.
Exactly.
Is what that was. And because I just come back like maybe within a few hours of somebody asking me the 0 basement question, and you asked me a question without any kind of judgment. It's like, oh yeah, no, and just like no, and you're like, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
she had surgery. Yeah.
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 And the tone matters too.
The tone
I think what
does
you're saying
matters
too.
too.
Yeah.
The how we
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
say it.
People want to share their hopes, their dreams,
Yes.
their passions.
Yes.
And I believe that there's never been a more important time than right now with all this going on in
Yeah.
our country.
Yeah.
People are lonely, there's
Yes.
division, they need deeper conversations, they need connections.
Yeah.
So I want to challenge you, I want to challenge all of us
Yeah.
to think about the majority of the conversations that you have with people. Ask yourself, am I a diminisher or an illuminator in this situation?
Yeah.
Do I shift response to tell my story, or am I supporting them? Do I take time to rephrase questions so that small talk goes to real talk? Even ask yourself a question of like, what percentage of the questions do I think I asked that are kind of like not high level, and how can I up my game? So in your life, try to be an illuminator.
Yes.
In your life, try to be a great support responder. In your life, try to up your game with the levels of question and not be a, hi, how you doing, or how was today? Was it a good day, or something like that? And I'll leave you with one last question. It's a level question, level 4 question.
Okay.
How are you going to take what you've learned in these last few episodes and allow that to impact your relationship with God and with others and yourself? So we want to thank you all for being with us during these 3
Yeah.
podcasts.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to share this with all of your friends. And we just really appreciate and thankful that you are spending time with us, and we love spending time with you. And we will see you guys next time.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out the show notes.
Yes.
They'll have all this information in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Thank you
yes,
for
yes.
doing that.
Of course. No problem. Okay.
Bye,
She makes
everyone.
that happen, buddy. Take care.